Today's math lesson takes a creative turn.
Danny, you need a clipboard?
Stephen has taken his students to Eagle Hardware and Garden, a home improvement superstore in Linwood.
So instead of teaching geometry in the way that doing on an overhead, this is what area is, this is what perimeter is, and having all kids learn the same way by looking at an overhead, that's one way I can teach it, but another way is taking my kids to a store where they can solve problems. That helps that kid who just needs to get in that environment just become a little bit more excited about area and perimeter and geometry and solving math problems that are applicable to real life.
Okay, let's go.
Stephen used to work at the store part-time to supplement his teaching salary.
And I just remember walking around there one night and thinking, this is a good place to take kids because you really have to do a lot of thinking to solve problems.
The pegboard with holes.
Stephen has given his students a booklet of word problems to solve, each one about a home improvement project. Each solution can be found in one of the store's departments. They must figure out the area of the top of an oak vanity and determine whether it will fit into a bathroom space.
1,342.
Square feet or square inches?
Square feet.
Knowing the dimensions of a room, they must figure out how many tiles they'll need to cover it.
I got it.
And then,
Is that the first answer?
12 inches.
okay,
So it's 1 foot for each.
1
1
foot.
foot.
Given the dimensions of a house, they must determine how many sections of gutter it will need.
The gutters must attach all the way around the roof.
They must figure out how many boards and nails they'll need to build a wooden deck.
12 inches wide and 12 feet long.
In most of the problems, students will need to figure the total cost of materials for each project.
Okay.
$6.67 per yard, and there's 3 feet in a yard.
I thought it was pretty fun, and it really got your brain to work more than it usually does in the classroom.
I thought it was really good. It was a good way to show the kids they'll have to do things later in life. They'll have to understand how math relates to building things and doing things they're going to have to do as adults.
I was hanging,
Yeah, the tile with the picture.
oh, the bathroom tile wall, and I was going to put a picture of the tile.
And
Good
for
memory.
That one problem, we got
Good memory. We are here to learn, but we're also here to have fun.
Stephen knows that when his students leave to go on to middle school, they will have different math teachers who may have different approaches to teaching.
But when it comes to geometry, and they are asked to do a problem with area and perimeter or volume or something like that, they're going to say, you know, I remember when we did this at Eagle. It's going to stay with them, and that's what's important to me.